upon a time, there was a small village at the base of a mountain. And in this village lived lots of little people. On top of the mountain lived a giant evil tree, whose army of evil trees was always harassing the little village below. They would throw rocks at them, and just generally make their life miserable. The little people who lived at the base of the mountain did everything they could to stop the evil tree. They would put up barricades, and the evil tree's minions would smash them away. They would send gifts and presents up the mountain.
Thank you. Now die.
And the evil tree would throw off whoever brought them gifts down to their death on the rocks below. Nothing could stop the evil tree. Every night, the villagers would go to sleep sad and scared. One night, the evil tree and his minions sent fire down into the village and burned it to the ground. The smoke from the fire blocked out the sun, and all in the land became dark. The villagers, cold and without any houses, decided to dig a hole in the base of the mountain and to live deep in the heart of the mountain. While they were there, one of the little people, Matilda, fell in love with the heart of the mountain. And soon they became married. Not long after, a flock of 5 dragons came from a long way away and delivered a bundle to Matilda and the mountain.
Thank you for my baby.
And in that bundle was a little baby boy named Paul. That boy, Paul, was a very special boy and soon became the darling of the village. When Paul was a little older, they realized he was a very special boy, for he soon outgrew the mountain, hitting his head on the top of the caves, and just basically being miserable inside the mountain. And the little villagers realized that they would have to move back to the outside world if Paul was ever going to be happy. So they set out again for the rest of the world. As soon as they arrived in the rest of the world, not yet, as soon as they arrived in the rest of the world, the evil tree and his minions harassed the little villagers and Paul. And they ran away to a safer place. A place guarded by helicopters. At this safer place, they built another little village with one big house for Paul. And there they lived in peace. Paul grew bigger and stronger, for all of the work in the village he would do and help with, and would become bigger and stronger. Paul would walk out every day, and soon he became a much bigger man. Paul was happy here in the village, But his mother, Matilda, was not. She was sad, for she missed the mountain and missed the love that they had together. And soon she withered away and died. Paul decided he better go tell the mountain, his father, that his mother had died. So he set off. But before he left, the little villagers gave him a gift of a giant magic axe that would cut through anything in its path. With the axe, Paul set off for the mountain. On his way to the mountain, Paul discovered, in a snowy landscape, he heard the mooing of a cow. Reached beneath the snow and pulled out a giant blue ox named Babe. This ox had been buried in the snow by the evil tree, for the ox was the only creature on earth that was strong enough to defeat the evil tree and his minions. Paul and Babe instantly became the best of friends and began wrestling in the snow. Lakes and streams forming wherever they hit the ground. Paul and Babe set off to the base of the mountain. The evil tree, high on the top of the mountain, heard word of Paul and Babe's arrival.
They're coming to come get you, so yeah, you better run. What?
And the evil tree sent a terrible blizzard. A terrible, terrible blizzard out to stop Paul and Babe. Paul and Babe became entangled in this blizzard, caught, which made their life miserable. They trudged through the snow for weeks and weeks and weeks, harassed by the blizzard, growing more and more tired, more and more tired. It seemed like their journey would never, ever end. Paul's axe became heavy, and as he dragged it, he formed rivers behind him. Rivers where the axe had been drugged. Finally, Paul and Babe became so tired in this blizzard that they collapsed under the sheer weight of the snow and were buried. The mountain saw all of this and became angry. With a giant crack, the top of the mountain flew off, and a geyser of flame erupted from the top of the mountain and set forth over the snow, melting everything in its path. It melted the snow on top of Paul and Babe and set them free. And eventually went somewhere else. Yes, the snow melted and they were free. They woke up and set forth for the mountain once again. The evil tree saw what the mountain had done and became angry and sent its roots deep into the heart of the mountain. And there it killed the mountain. It strangled the mountain to death, yes. And the mountain gave a mighty groan and died. The evil tree laughed, for it thought it had destroyed the last of everything that could ever defeat it. But then Paul and Babe arrived. Paul came to tell news to his father, but then discovered that the mountain was dead. He called out to the evil tree.
Where are you? Army, attack!
The evil tree sent its minions to attack Paul and Babe. They came crashing down the mountainside, but Paul destroyed every one of them with a swing of his mighty axe. Paul and Babe thought they had won, but then the evil tree himself came off the mountain and attacked Paul. Thus began a mighty, mighty battle, where the evil tree and Paul fought for days and weeks and years, struggling there beneath the base of the mountain. Every time it seemed that Paul had been defeated by the tree, he would rise up again, striking at the tree, fighting it off. The tree chased Paul across the landscape, and Paul ran to the top of the mountain, and there had an idea. He realized he'd been fighting this tree all wrong, and with one mighty swing of his axe, he split the mountain in two.
What are you doing?
And grabbed the tree and threw it down the hole to the center of the earth. Paul and Babe shoved the mountain back together and trapped the evil tree there forever. They ran off to tell the villagers. The villagers heard word of this far before Paul had arrived and rejoiced in the news that the evil tree had been defeated.
Whoa!
All was restored in the land. The sun returned, and everything again was good. The little villagers celebrated, and Paul and Babe began a trek across the world. Get the boots. Paul and Babe began a trek across the world, going on adventures, having fun together. Yeah, go ahead. Having fun together. That's okay. Babe can wait for Paul. Just a moment. Having fun together and being on the lookout for any evil trees that they would encounter again. But before they set off on these adventures, Paul and Babe were sure to first stop by the ocean, where they went in for a dip.
Uh-oh.